What's up, nerds, and welcome back to West of Loathing.
Yeah!
I am Austin, as always, here with Brent.
Howdy.
Morgan.
Hey!
Paul.
That's me!
And Alex.
Hello.
Hee. Horses are so funny looking.
Can we address the fact that your body went through the cart, but your head stayed over top of it the entire time?
Don't question it. Just don't
Hey,
question
I didn't see in the corner, there's Fufflefumper.
it. Yeah,
Fufflefumper.
Fufflefumper's over. Oh, I'm gonna comb his mane. He makes a sort of glurk noise.
Glork!
Thank you, Fufflefumper. Alright, we are back. Before we begin, please sure to subscribe to our channel if you like our content and want to see more of it. And want to be alerted when we do. So subscribe, like the video, ring that bell, get notifications. Yes. Anyway, we are here in Dirtwater now. This is
Oh yeah, I forgot we went somewhere
only
else.
we know two places. Dirtwater and the railroad camp. But first we're going to start here in Dirtwater. Hello, partner. Hey there, Gary.
Wanting more goblins meeting? Gary is hearing about goblins in the old fort nearby.
Discovered Fort Cowardice. Okay. What do you think we should do next?
West who going fast. Okay. Big iron snake to ride and so fast taking us.
A big iron. You mean the train?
Yes, asking the training's mans.
Dokie.
Dude.
Oh no, it's
Hang
the
on,
sad guy with the gun.
Hey, you are. That was a rough duel. Hope I didn't kill that guy.
My gun is too big!
You can see a doctor about that. Alex.
Yes!
Oh no, not another spittoon! Please no!
This is a spittoon, which is a sort of brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor. Because not spitting at all is not an option in this society, I guess.
Oh gosh, no.
I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already, sicko. I'm gonna inspect it. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows, more than two kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit. But this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside it isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. I'm gonna inspect it.
No.
Here we go again. Alright, fine. You are now hunkered down next to a brass filth bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad, because it's only the water part of the spit that evaporates.
Ugh.
This brass bucket is half full with the rest of the spit, the toxins and filth that don't evaporate. Several years worth, distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out.
I beg you, kill me.
Search it!
Kill
You're
me.
about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color and viscosity of maple syrup, except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of the mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth.
Kill me!
Yeah. Glorp. It feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding.
Tapioca.
Except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, and then set it on fire.
Why are we doing this again?
Because there's stuff in the spittoon!
Because we're insane.
Tobacco spit.
Because we're
feels like your
insane.
hand is dissolving. I'm keep searching. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you're still able to have any, and you hate them. Hooray!
I hate you.
It's got 3 melee and spell attack damage,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I don't use. I don't use spells or melee that much.
Yeah.
You could sell it for 50 neat.
No, I would never sell.
It's the spittoon cow. Can I say, their descriptions never fail to impress
gosh.
me.
The consistency
Impress you?
of molasses.
Hello, Gary. What do you think of the Jewel Saloon, Gary?
Someone else take a turn.
Nice place. Many people. Gary bet in the basement is much nicer than in Boren Springs.
Yeah, they probably don't want people going in their basement.
Aww.
Sorry. They must have fallen asleep during a brawl.
How do you...
Like that.
You sleep fighting.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened in.
Well, howdy there. Always nice to see a new face
Never
in
mind.
town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon.
Hi, thanks. I'm Tobias.
Glad to know you, Tobias. Folks around here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you?
Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I saw the sign up front advertising a room.
Yeah, that's right. Finest room in the house. Had plenty of room for your partner, too. Y'all interested?
How much does it cost?
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. You're in luck.
Like,
The previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance, right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it. Gratis.
Well, great. Sweet. Yay! I got a room! Yay!
Hi, Tobias. Can I get you anything?
Yeah, Lloyd, need help with anything?
Well, if there's any mechanical type stuff, if something's gone wrong with your player piano.
Player. I thought the music
Piano
sounded
player.
a little off.
What?
Player,
Yes.
piano player.
Not supposed to sound like that.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, I poked around myself, but I lost the key.
Suddenly taking a strange turn. Okay. Let's go check out that piano. The piano player is not very good at his job. You lift up the piano player's piano or coat to reveal the hatch on his back that leads to his innards. It's locked, but not a very good lock. Forget it. That reminds me. The entire time editing, I was hitting myself because I never read this book.
Oh.
After you're done reading it, you donate it to a local orphanage. Soon those orphans will be making
oh,
Go, orphans, go!
no! Go!
I was like, I
orphans.
didn't ever read the book. Okay, so I need a freaking
You can get slapped.
slop.
You can get slapped. What's wrong with slap? You'll stick your hand into a spittoon, but you won't get slopped.
Yeah, slop's gross.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Employees only, bud.
Oh, sorry. I was just, looking around.
So, you're the nosy type, eh?
Well, I prefer adventuresome.
As it happens, there's something you can do for
I
me.
didn't ask.
I'm out of saltpeter and need someone to go pick me up some more.
Saltpeter? Isn't that used to make gunpowder?
And other things. Look, who's the chef here? Me or you?
Okay. Where can I find it?
Your best bet's a military camp.
Because it's used to make gunpowder.
Shut up. The nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They keep it in little green jars.
Okay, be right back. A top pot-belly stove is a pot full of slap. A pot stove top slap pot.
Try saying that 3 times fast.
Oh, no, still
You
okay.
got any salt? Hey!
Slop.
I think that's like the most attitude I've ever heard from you, Britt.
See bartender.
Hey,
for birds. Hello, ladies. Do you like the way I walk? Oh, there's a stick. I was right. I can make a band.
You need more cowbell!
Poker room?
Do they poke?
Rules. Rules of poker followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print. An ace can't be in the same hand as a pair of nines. A 3 is twice as valuable as a 3. Twos are wilds unless accompanied by 3 twos of diamonds. A player who draws 3 eights of hearts must add 17 meat to the pot. Alright, I'm table's full up. Played poker. No room at this table. Let's play some poker.
If we're gonna play, we better learn the rules.
Yeah, alright.
Yep.
Dealer emerges from somewhere in the back and sits down next to you. Lady to your right introduces herself as Ruth, and the player to your left saying his name is Walt. Dealer tells you ante is 20 meat. I'll ante up. You ante up. Ruth and Walt toss in 20 meat each. You lose 20 meat. The dealer gives the deck a shuffle, then deals. A hand of cards glides across the table to you. It's a pretty decent hand. 4 sixes, an 8 of diamonds, and 3 tens of diamonds. It's
I'm
the
pretty
first
sure
round.
there was something about one of those things in the rules that we read.
I don't know. It's the first round. The pot is 60 meat. You estimate your chances of winning around 30%. I will gumptiously raise, moxiously strategize, or check.
Moxiously strategize. Yeah, you have good moxie.
We got moxie.
Kids got moxie.
You arrange your cards into a more aesthetically pleasing spread. 20% win chance. Continue. It's the second round of betting. The pot is 60 meat, and you estimate your chance of winning around 50%. Forcefully raise with some muscle, or I can forcefully strategize, or check. Or fold.
I say raise.
Raise.
Yeah. Forcefully.
You place 20 meat on your bicep and then flex, causing it to spring onto the table. Move on. It's last round betting. Do or die. I don't have grit. 120 meat. 50%? I'll check. 5% win chance with raises.
Call it.
Call it. You reveal your cards. You wordless, you reveal your card. I lost! Boo! No, I'm not Anna.
We're gonna have to.
No, walk away, shit.
We're gonna have to learn the rules sometime.
It's our room. I'm gonna insult myself. Better not insult. Oh, that's right. You get anger. You get more muscle, moxie, and mysticality when you make yourself angry.
Oh, gosh.
There's a little postcard. Blank postcard.
Oh, nice.
Do anything with that?
Is there anything on it, or is it just blank?
There's a blank postcard. Maybe you should write your family back home. In case you don't know how the mail works, so you send these by going to a building called a post office and giving it to the correspondence wizard who works there. I can sleep.
You can swim.
Scary as bad. Alright, oh, that's just outside. Nice.
Oh, cool.
Alright, this is for the DLC. I don't think we're ready to do that
Gangnam
yet.
Style.
Dirtwater Mercantile, Dirtwater Post of Ice.
Oh, a little girl with flowers.
Hello. Yes.
Yes, yeah, you better buy some flowers from that adorable
Oh, hey, look at this. Look at her walk, or his walk, her walk. Sure hope this corn dog isn't poisonous. Excuse me. Oh, howdy. Are you the sheriff here?
No, we don't currently have a sheriff.
I'll offer to be the sheriff. I could be the sheriff, maybe.
Do you have law enforcement experience?
Not really.
Have you been to sheriff school?
No.
Do you have an existing relationship with Dirtwater's local government? Are you familiar with all the local ordinances? Do you even live here?
No.
Then what, may I ask, in tarnation makes you think you'd be qualified to be the sheriff?
Just assumed.
You just assumed that you can mosey into town and become sheriff on your first day?
Well, when you put it that way. Thank you.
Thanks, Peppa Pig.
If I had 5 meat for every wide-eyed protagonist-looking kid who wanders in here thinking they're the most important tenderfoot to ever strap on iron, I wouldn't need this dead-end clerking job.
Sorry.
It's okay. Like I said, happens all the time.
Need any help until you find a new sheriff?
Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of justice.
No, somebody in need of justice.
Wanted posters are back there. Cells are over yonder.
Okay, take you. Alright, you got wanted posters. You've got it's a wanted poster or a wanted poster. I mean, accuracy is important.
Emphasis.
Wanted. The house in the desert gang for mortgage, non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance. Also murdering 2 collection agents. Last seen at the house in the desert.
Also,
You wonder if the house is named after them or if they're named after the house. In any case, at least the location is unambiguous. Want to go after them?
Yeah.
Let's
Take
do
no
it.
location of the house. It's a wanted poster. No, wait. It's a wasted poster. Close enough. Wasted. The Stripey Hat Gang for grand theft, paint, and tasteless hat vandalism. Cavern Canyon. 1,000 meat. Dirty, rotten paint thieves and low down, no fashion sense hat vandals. Despicable. Go after.
You're despicable.
I will say too, with these bounty hunts, there is a way in which I can do them non-violently. Because you can either do them violently, you get like half the reward, or you can get them all rounded up. Rasputin.
there's lots available right there.
Sponsored by LTNT.
You're bad and you should feel bad.
Austin, why are you looking at me that way?
What do you say?
I said there's lots available over there.
Yes, Alex.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. That doesn't make me any less mad. Let's see the Post of Ice. Sponsored. Hello.
Sponsored
Hi.
by LTNT.
Yep. I am Tobias Doofenschmuir. Any mail for me?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I'd like to send a postcard.
Alrighty, let's have it.
Write a quick note to Rufus letting him know what you've been up to and that you're okay. Oh, that's you.
That'll be... Oh, it's one of them prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat then.
You are verging on Fugbear.
That's great.
Oh, this color's 0 meat. Just have that Dirtwater Mercantile. Sundry provisions, Mrs. Prevender.
Hello, dear. Welcome back.
Hi.
Oh, that's right, Shroom Go. That's how I upgrade Gary. How much meat? Yeah, with 5. Yeah, I'll buy the Shroom Go.
Now you have 300.
Are there blood slants? Shovel, modern snake oil. Oh, right, that gives me more skill. I need stuff. All right, I don't have enough. Dang it! I want to get rid of the varmint skinning knife. It's good. I want that expert snake oiler.
That guy likes to
Give to Gary.
He's like,
You give the bag of shroom grow to Gary, and he tears it open and starts shoving brown lumps into his mouth.
A deliciousness.
Gary has become more powerful. By the way,
More
we are purposefully doing the different voices for Gary because we did say at the end of the last episode that we were going to do that. That's kind of a joke.
different voices for him?
Yeah, where everyone's going to do different voices for Gary.
Oh, okay.
We are people of our word.
All
Every
right.
time he
love
has a new
words.
line, we're just having somebody else voice it.
I don't think I can actually get the House in the Desert gang. Remember? Oh, that's right. We can wander and stuff happens. Out in the middle of the desert, you find an abandoned minecart. It's sitting on a section of minecart track about 12 feet long, which starts nowhere in particular and then ends even less of somewhere in particular. Check it out. It's mostly plain old rocks, not even very interesting looking ones. However, if you left without searching it thoroughly, you just end up driving yourself crazy later with the thought that you might have missed something valuable. And so you spend a good half an hour instead of inspecting rocks and eventually find out that might be worth something. You got a meat nugget. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are, you hold up. You hear a voice inside saying, "What was that?" Uh-oh. Looks like you're gonna have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky is my middle name. Or okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Sneaky. Wait, really?
No, I was kidding.
Yeah, no, I was just kidding.
I was just kidding.
That guy's just like,
Oh yeah, because there's the dog. I forget what we need to do for the dog.
did you get a bone or something for it?
Ow. I think maybe. Doghouse contains a very... From the sound of it, you'd say this doghouse contains an angry dog. This doghouse contains an angry dog. Very fun. You're not going to be able to... I don't want to... Yeah, no. I don't want to fight.
You wanna fight the dog?
Well, no, because if we... It's better because we get more money if we bring them in alive. I do know that. Coward Canyon or Fort Cowardice?
Fort Cowardice!
What are we going to Fort Cowardice for?
We could get some of the saltpeter for the chef, and we could learn some other things. There's goblins. Gary said there were goblins in there.
Yeah, cool.
Fort Cowardice. You find a crate lying on the side of the trail. Its lid knocked loose. It has fell off the back of a cart LTD stenciled on the side, which seems a bit on the nose, but hey, free stuff is free stuff. Fish the crate. This is meager but free contents. Ranch dressing. This is amazing. This is an amazing poultice that can apply to your wounds before you even get them.
Gosh.
A length of rope. If you need to tie something to something else and you don't think string or twine or cord or jute is up to the task, you'll need some of this. And I got a lock.
Alright.
Padlock got its name because it's like a wizard that protects your house.
Like a warlock.
No.
Padlock.
Padlock.
That's great.
This locks your pad. Right.
What is it lock?
Your pad.
Oh.
This fort, very quiet being. I thought goblins here? It does sound abandoned. Might as well have a look though. Just like the old saying goes, when life gives you cannons, make cannonade. That's a you joke, Alex. You can't snort at that.
No, that was a laugh. I laughed at that.
Nice view from up here. I'm down. Spice rack.
Hey, that's
I got the saltpeter. Ugh. I thought the administration and the mess all in the same. You hear the sounds of several goblins snoring inside this tent.
Not bothering. Letting them sleep.
Okay.
We
okay.
are.
This must be the math tent.
Oh gosh.
It's got the cross.
Yes, it does.
This sign says toilet and goblin, which makes it seem pretty likely that goblins use the tent as a toilet. No way are you gonna go in there. Oh, this have definitely got somebody fired. Cannonball. I got a demi-culverin cannonball. Gary!
Hey! Goblin's here somewhere.
Really? How can you tell?
How you can't?
I gotta head back to Dirtwater just to give the saltpeter.
This isn't how canon that Gary is Fat Albert.
You espy an empty whiskey bottle sitting atop a fence post and try to shoot it. A single crack shot, you shoot and crack a single bottle. Nice shooting. 10 XP. Fair enough. Oh, he's in the saloon. That's right.
The different ways.
Oh, Mercedes, you missed the spittoon.
Yeah, you missed the spittoon.
Have you got that saltpeter yet?
Yep, got it right here.
That's the stuff. Thanks. Okay, next thing I need is a certain kind of hot pepper. It's called a murder pepper.
Because it's really spicy?
Because it literally has a knife and kills people who ask dumb questions. They grow in the area outside of town. You should be able to find one if you just wander around a little.
Okay, Alex or Mercedes, I'm going to commission a picture of a pepper holding a knife.
Oh, I'm down.
He's gotta have a little. He's
Yes.
either gotta have a little cowboy hat or like a little bandito mask.
Yes!
Does he
Or
have
both.
a mustache?
I'm gonna wander, see if I can find a
Give him a
murder
mustache.
pepper. I don't think I can forage it.
Mustache.
Catch a whiff of something, it makes your eyes water. You trace it to a source of vividly colored red shape hanging from a scraggly little plant. Oh, it's the
Alex is already going to
It's the
work.
southeast.
Yeah, it is.
It's the southeast western murder pepper. That fella the Jewel is looking for. Your finger and thumb immediately starts throbbing as you pluck the pepper. You toss it into your rucksack for it.
See, I can go get it.
Nice.
Sure with you. Unless you don't feel it.
Wait, Gary? Howdy, Gary.
Oh, Gary, no, I need you to see.
Oh yeah? What is
A
it?
gigantic poop!
Suddenly, Mercedes. What?
Colin.
Sorry, he has multiple voices
Okay.
all at once.
Yes, schizophrenia.
He is schizophrenic.
I think we've established
You're a
that
schizophrenic goblin.
Did you find me a murder pepper?
Yeah, here it is.
Ah, a nice big one. That'll
Oh,
last a
gravity.
while. Good going.
Oh, lovely, a P.O. box.
Okay, so if you're still looking for stuff to do, I need someone to go check my mail. Ordered a new sauté knife, but I haven't got time to go fetch it myself. Here's the key to my post office box.
All right.
Faces of post up.
That wasn't nice.
I thought it was nice.
Find P.O. Box 441, the one that belongs to Chef of the Jewel. I open it. You open the box and a torrent of junk mail falls out to reveal a knife just sitting in the loose box. Pick it up. Sauté knife. Even though you're holding it, you're still pretty sure there's no such thing as a sauté knife. Anyway, it's too thin to use as a weapon, so it's not even worth stealing. Back to the shop.
You got my knife?
Here you go.
Excellent. This'll work a lot better than the hammer. Okay, I only need one more favor from you, and it's the most important. I used to have this recipe for my secret jerk sauce, but my jerk friend Dave, Jay,
It's always
stole
a
it
Dave.
from me. Then he died and took his secret to his grave. Literally, I mean, he was buried with it.
Want me to dig up his grave?
He's dead, he won't mind.
Where's he buried?
In the Dave yard, naturally.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Let's go to the dead.
Check out.
You come across the corpse of a cowboy. How do you know it's the corpse of a cowboy? Well, you see by his outfit that he is a cowboy. And you see by his lack of flesh that he is a corpse.
So stupid.
Loot him!
Should I loot him or
Well, you can
bury
give
him?
him a proper bury where you get honorable points.
Loot!
I say Barry.
I say Barry.
We got 3 for
Barry.
bear. Oh,
Say
4 for
Barry.
bear.
Loot!
You dig
Wow.
a grave and the cowboys put the cowboys' remains in it. It was the least I could do.
You could
Likes Holland's stuff, but it's not ours.
Also got 10.
Hello, Dave. Yeah. All right. Here lies Dave B.
No.
Died with his boots on,
Dave.
but not his pants. Now he got his boots. You dig up the grave just to check the veracity of the epitaph. Sure enough, boots but no pants. Want my action point? What's wrong button?
Well, yeah, the pants have disintegrated.
Yeah, I got boots.
Those bones are moving.
It's pretty restless.
I
Looking
don't
for,
like them moving.
Recipe, right?
Yeah, looking for Dave J. Alright. Deploy snake! Go!
Looks so happy to see you.
Go, snake!
It's like a Pokemon.
Gary will Gary Foo the target 2 times. Hiya!
2 times.
Yeah, Gary Foo!
Jeez, Gary's like.
I got a skeleton bone. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I need that for the dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say get that.
Here is Dave C. Went down in a theater.
No theater.
Pretty restless, but never good. Fight! Let's fight! Snake! Go! Go, snake! Fight! Oh, that's tough. Gary! Gary Foo! What I need is I need more meat for that snake oil and skill. Got another skeleton bone. What was called skeleton bone? Oh wait, what's this? Here's Dave J. Pow! You dig up the grave and pry the coffin open. Instead of a corpse, it contains a garbage bag? Strange. You reach into the garbage bag and are surprised to find it's full of pudding? No, it's not just pudding. It's pudding and motor oil.
Ew!
Who would do this? Finally managed to reach all the way to the bottom of the bag and retrieve a solid lump from the bottom. You unglob the wad and dry it off, then wash your arm in a nearby ditch. This better be worth it. Dave's secret sauce recipe. Just combine these ingredients in a small pot and stir abracadabra. Pow! Alright. What else we got in the Dave yard?
Let's find more pudding.
Dave Al, died of a heart attack. See you in negative 36 years. Okay. Looks like Gravedigger left his lunchbox. Free lunch.
Ew.
Spiked coffee.
Yeah, blood sausage.
Yeah, blood sausages. Here's Dave G. He was looking to the sky to save him, but even the sky can't save a feller from like 40 angry bears.
And someone was just watching.
Beat the dickens out of him!
Beat the chickens!
Yeah, I'll shoot him. Pow! Gary Fu! Pow! Pow! Oh, Gary, you're the best. Handful of loose teeth. Some do dentals too. Let's see what else we got on here. Dave D. The truth was out there. It killed him. Okay. Dave G. Murdered by a different feller named Dave G. Pile of bones that isn't moving around. You find a mostly boring broken bones, but you do find a skull with a weird tag on it. Got an item. Skull with an odd tag on it. This
Nice.
skull has a little paper tag tied to it, which says Intercemetery Loan on one side and some notes on the other.
Yeah, it isn't moving, so that's interesting.
Oh yeah, this is the mausoleum where it's basically a
Find a whole bunch!
grinding.
We can get a super here.
A
A
what?
Supra?
Is that a super?
Oh,
No,
well.
a super.
A super?
We just have to get all the little ghosts away from the little like, chalice thing.
Oh,
Did
you're talking.
Did the goblin guy
Your favorite
just-
game.
Yeah, he reproduced.
Yeah, he. Is it like spore or something, isn't he?
What the?
Yeah, he reproduced through spores. That's
That's.
how Gary work. Man, Gary, you are tough. You're one tough
Dude,
cookie.
between Gary and the snake, you have like an army of little minions.
Yeah.
Damage.
It's, it's... Gary Foo! Nice, Gary. It's cannon fodder. Pa! Skeleton of Bandit Dave Rogers. They really are all Dave.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a
The army of
Daves.
Daves.
It's a grinding. Ooh, gold tooth.
Hooray.
So I have. Wait, how do I? That's right. Okay, so I got some stuff. I can up my Hornswogglin. How much XP do I have? Under 20. Okay. Got up my glamour, my gumption, my grit, my moxie. What does grit do? Doesn't tell me.
We did need grit for something
Yeah.
that we weren't able to do.
Or I could up my snake whip and deploy snake.
Yeah, upgrade the deploy snake. It's been seeming a little
Yeah.
lackluster.
I've been using it a lot too. Ooh, there's a plant. Oh! Oh, great.
And they drew a star.
Yeah. Got a gore-splattered scroll. Human ashes. This is the human in the final stage of that whole ashes to ashes thing. Well, part of one at least. Human gets harder to
Lovely.
keep track of when it's in powder form.
Oh my goodness.
And a robe receipt. Can I read? Examine it. It's time you started gathering clues about the whole perambulating dead situation that's going on around these parts. You grab a notebook and paperclip, and then add the first page. Necromancer journal. Okay. Check that out. Human ashes. Examine them. The cremated earthly remains of a person. Someday you'll refer to these as cremains, but you will not approve.
Creamy.
Scatter them. Find a pleasant-looking vista and toss the ashes into the air. That's probably what the person would have wanted, you guess. Rest in peace, ashes. So I got a gore-splattered scroll.
Piece of
You scrape the largest of the giblets off the scroll and read it. It says to take a pile of human ashes, spread them out in the shape of a person inside a red chalk ritual circle, then sprinkle them with stardust and place a mostly perfect or better glass sphere where the heart would be. Anyway, it's the gist of it. The actual text has a lot more these and thous and such as like that. There's like a bunch of weird gibberish you're supposed to say out loud while you're doing it. I scattered it in a vista!
But you could have used it for a necromancy spell thing.
I don't want to be a necromancer. Oh. Wait, I can't.
You don't have human ash.
Nor
Do you have a
nor a
way to get
glass.
more human ash?
Nor
I
a
guess
glass sphere.
That's
No,
fair.
I don't. I'm gonna head back to Dirtwater. I'm gonna
If you
complete.
get a glass sphere.
I'm
That'd be
gonna.
so funny.
You encounter an overturned wagon surrounded by ruined books and a broken pair of spectacles. Looks like a family of especially literate homesteaders met an ultimate end here. Untimely end here. That's sad. Hey, I got modern snake oiler issue 115.
Oh, nice.
Snake oiling skill. Nice. I'm gonna do this last little bit for him, and then I'm gonna call this episode here.
Don't forget to read it.
Yeah. New snake oiling skill. Gives strong medicine, a combat skill, a temporary increased muscle. Fold out chart gives expert poison or passive skill that multiplies the amount of poison you apply to enemies when you poison them. Quick on the draw, skill that increases your speed. Okay. Strong medicine, poisoner, or quick on the draw.
Is that like Ratak uses quick?
Huh?
That third one? Is that like a...
So speed is like initiative, basically.
Is that a passive, or do you need to do it in combat?
No, I think it basically. No, I think it's just a passive ability.
It's like
seems good.
It's like a Pokemon battle. If your Pokemon has this higher speed, you go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So quick
it's
on
not
the draw.
like using the quick move.
No. So your vote is for quick on the draw.
Yes, mine is.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I agree. Let's go
Expert
quick on the-
poisoner!
Of course.
Mercedes?
I'll just say quick on the draw.
I don't have a preference.
Alex?
They all sound pretty
I'm
good.
good with that.
Quick on the draw. Quick on the draw.
Sorry, Paul.
You practice the techniques described in the article, so you're moving so quickly you can't even see yourself. Then you notice that you also can't see the magazine. You must have dropped it somewhere while you're moving so fast.
Paul, what's with you and poison?
It's
And
so
looting people.
good!
Alright, it's back to the
Killing
shift.
people.
Lots of
He,
loot.
he wants poison in this. He wants to poison the grog in Shadow of War.
That guy
Paul,
had a
should I-
big mustache.
Should I
Got
be
that
concerned?
recipe yet?
Yes.
The one my
Should be
jerk
concerned.
friend Dave J took to his grave.
Wait, is his name Dave Jerk?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, thanks a million, bud. Now my slop will be world famous. Here, let me give you a little something for your trouble. It fell in the slop, but it's still good.
It's a sloppy toppy. It gives me Moxie! The old sloppy toppy. The old sloppy toppy. All the days where I got the sloppy toppy. Hooray!
Our mother would be ashamed of you.
What?
Did you put it? Yeah,
Sloppy toppy. Yay! Alright, thanks for joining us, guys. Be sure to
Can I
like.
just say really quick?
Yeah.
Brent's voice that he did for that guy once while reminded me of Dominic Monaghan's American accent.
Hey, get the hot dog over here!
Hey, you got the stuff he took to a grave.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and a comment. We like engaging with you guys. And if you want to see more of our content, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell to get some notifications. We love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
What's wrong with the old sloppy toppy?
Don't even.